Netflix continues to use foreign media and filmmakers to find the best stories from around the world. Now the streamer takes us back to the 1980s Amsterdam to witness the strange but true story of Europe's first adult hotline on dirty lines. The 6-episode Dutch series aims to take viewers through the rise of Teledutch and their new creation that has changed the way many Europeans see and experience anonymous sex. The Dirty Lines. Dirty Lines is set against the backdrop of the Cultural Revolution in Europe at the end of the Cold War. With newfound optimism about the future, the new generation learns to truly live life, which leads to the rise of the dance music genre and the popularity of ecstasy. Behind the scenes, Teledutch, the company founded by brothers Frank and Ramon Stigter, is trying to capitalize on sex drive. Psychology student Marley Solomon works part-time at the company, recording audio for her erotic sex lines. They become an overnight success thanks to the channel's ability to offer anonymous sex to anyone with a phone, and Marley was right in the middle. This wild new experience is changing cultural morality around sex for both users and those behind the revolution. Cast of Dirty Lines. Dirty Lines stars Joey DeLima in the lead role as Marley, with Mike Cool and Chris Peters as brothers Frank and Ramon. Charlie Chan, Dagalay, Josh Brouwers, Julia Ackermans, Abby Hawes, Benja Bruning, Eric Van Sowers and Andre Dongelman also star in this brash historical production. The series comes from Dutch director Peter Bart Korthoe, who previously worked on Benodza, a show that was later adapted into ABC's Red Widow. In 1986, Fred Sauersig was enjoying a year and a half of pay from his PR job in Virgin Atlantic, sitting at the bar and going on vacation, when 4 of his friends decided to start Europe's first sex hotline. They asked Sauersig if he wanted to help them with marketing. 30 years later, Sauersig writes about his wild experiences in a book, 06 Cowboys, which Netflix has just adapted into a wild new show, Dirty Lines. The 4 behind the line were George and Harold Skeen, Bob Ebbins and Hank Phillipson. George, 28, who was living in Amsterdam at the time, noted that state telephone service PTT wanted to start billing callers for certain phone lines. Recently broke with a jeans shop in town, George saw this as the perfect opportunity to make some money. Erotic needs to be fulfilled. Sex is the hit you're looking for, said Sauersig, now 69 and speaking from his home in Amsterdam of the Skeen brothers. PTT goes on and lets Skeen and their friends rent a line. Sauersig, who helps with marketing, recalls his first experience with 12 lines. To notify the state that there was now a number to call to hear erotic grunts and moans, the gang placed an advertisement in the newspaper Der Telegraaf. More importantly, Sauersig used his public relations skills to persuade television crews to film the new venture in action. She and her colleagues made sure the models walked seductively and that the shots were as risky as possible. Sauersig and his friends, who call themselves the Tele Holdings, are figuring out how much money they can make from sex and how much havoc it can cause. The service instantly became so popular that even calling the fire department was impossible for a moment, causing an out-of-control fire on the submarine known as the Walrus. The shady investor skepticism depicted in Dirty Lines is easy to understand. Why pay to hear a conversation you can't join? But many people feel differently and likely enjoy the thrill of anonymity. These guys did make Teleholdings, the name of the phone sex business, very rich. Millions were made. The company soon made millions of guilders every month. 5 technicians made the cassettes and about 50 women and men played them. Sauersig said the girls could earn 1,200 guilders in a few days and they would earn 1,000 guilders a month in a pub. What's brilliant about this system is that recordings can be played 24/7, which means they can make money for shareholders while they sleep. To make them richer, Sauersig was tasked with expanding into subsidiary territories in Europe. He sneaked into a telecommunications company meeting in Paris and used that information to make versions of Teleholdings in 1 or 2 countries each year during his 6-year tenure. With the rise of club culture and the emergence of a dark underside, Amsterdam has become the center of a whirlwind for youth-oriented cultures associated with sexuality and power. So what do you think about the moral change and radical thinking that is brought about by the young lifestyle? Do tell us in the comment section, and see you in the next video.